Hello there, my live lovelies, and how the devil are you all? So, a friend of mine asked me to do a resin sculpture for her, and so I thought I'll have a go. Have a go at most things resin related. So, I was doing a pour a few days ago, and using Viva Vista Cascade. And I waited like an hour and a half for it to really start to set up, because this stuff is like water for ages, literally ages. And you can see here that I'm adding acrylic inks. So I added, I got a set of 6, I think they're called magic inks. The reason I'm using acrylic inks is because they don't, well, I've been told that they don't fade in sunlight. So that's, you know, those alcohol inks are so pretty, but I'm really worried that they'll fade. But I am going to do some tests anyway. So I did about 100 mils, something like that. Waited till it got a bit stringy and gooey, and added in some Milo flakes, my favourite, and these 2 colours. And now, so this is kind of like a larger sort of plate mould. I suppose you could use it as well for a cake stand or something like that. But it's bigger than I usually use. But you could use any size really, or you could use a surface. You know my experiments with video number 40, so I've given you loads and loads of ideas there in terms of surfaces you can use that resin won't stick to. I didn't want to use like a bin bag or something, or a shower curtain, because I did want the outside to be really shiny. So that's why I've chosen to use this mould. And so the brief was that she wanted it to look like coral, my friend. And so I had a look around, got a bit of inspiration from some actual plants, coral rather. I don't know if coral is a plant really, it's a living thing, but anyway. And yeah, this is obviously my first attempt. And really, I think I should have waited 2 hours for this, because it's still kind of resin doing its own thing. So I did battle with it for quite a while, because I wanted there to be more sort of holes in it to make it look a bit more corally, really. And I definitely wanted the bits on the outside to be sort of more blobby, so you don't end up cutting your hands on it, which I do end up doing, unfortunately. Resin is so sharp when it cures, so you do need to be a little bit careful. So yeah, most of this is just me battling with it to get it to behave, which, if you've ever dealt with resin, you know is pretty much a completely fruitless pursuit. But I'm having fun, actually. I mean, this is part of the reason why I got into resin, was during the lockdown, and I wasn't in a great place, if I'm honest with you. I had a job that was making me quite miserable, and so I needed a creative outlet. So this is what I ended up doing, and it is amazing. Anything sort of creative that really gets you, you know, just completely absorbed. It's such a release, honestly. I can't describe it. Anyway, I have waited about 3 hours, something like that. I must admit, I didn't time it, and really you just want to keep checking it every hour or so until it gets to this kind of consistency. You can hang it or shape it earlier if you want it to go a bit drippy on the ends, but I didn't really want that. I wanted to keep the shape as it was. So I'm trying really hard not to touch it too much, and I've put it on a yogurt pot, and I've put the yogurt pot in an IKEA bag because I know that won't stick to it and it'll still remain quite shiny, I think. So I'm still wearing my respirator because it's not really cured resin. And I should really have been wearing gloves, but I went and washed my hands really rapidly after this. And I'm just using a bit of sellotape to tape it down where I'd like the folds to be. And there really isn't much to it. I do apologise for the terrible filming, as per usual. I get my resin head and that's it, you know, and I forget about everything else. But yes, so there really isn't a great deal more to it. So, and then if you want the bottom to be flat, which I did, I put like a coaster over it and put something heavy on it. And this lighter thing just did not stay on, it kept falling off, so I had to change that in the end. But this is the finished sort of product, and you can see how sharp those edges will cure. But yes, I will show you the demould. Okay, I'm actually too excited. I'm on my way out, but I've just got to demould my first sculpture. So look, this is how, I'll just show you how I have had it sat. So this is how I've had it sat. So it's got like obviously yogurt pot, and then this is an IKEA bag, and then I taped it all down, and so that it's got a flat bottom, I put a silicone mat on and something heavy-ish, and I put it on my heat mat for the night. So let's see how. And then I like sellotaped it into place. So let's just take, I am going to have to like sand down and get rid of any sharp bits, because I have already cut my, look at my fingers. Yeah, I've cut up my fingers quite a bit actually. Anyway, it's like unwrapping a present. So a friend of mine said, could you make me like a corally, something that resembles sort of a coral design in the blue, in my bathroom? And I thought, why not? I'll have a go. So I really hope she likes it. I think I'm of the view all my close friends get at least one nice sort of gift while I'm practicing. But when I get really good, then they'll be just paying me millions of dollars. Right, so nearly ready. Nearly ready. Another bit of tape. So this is just a small one. And then that's come off quite easily. Whoa! Oh my goodness. I'm quite pleased about that. What do you think? I am really pleased with that. We'll see if my friend likes it. And then I thought I can kind of maybe trim it a little bit and make it not so sharp and round the edges a bit. And then I thought I could actually paint the edges with a silver paint pen. So yeah, quite pleased with that. For a first attempt. Anyway, thank you for joining me. Bye.